Greetings, it's Maxo Diddly here, and today I am going to be showing you how you can get user input in Python and then print it out. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start this off with 2 lines of code. We're going to do print. Enter your name. So we're going to be printing out to the console, enter your name, to let the user know what we want from them, because if you don't ask, you can't get. And then we're going to do name equals input. So this is the input function, and it's just going to get user input until we hit the enter key. And it's going to store that input in the name variable that we're creating here. So whatever the user types before pressing enter will be stored in this name variable. Then we can do print thanks in the speech marks. Then outside the speech marks, we can do plus name. So this is going to print out thanks, and then whatever name we typed in before, because we're using the name variable here, which is going to store what the user inputted. After that, we're going to do print enter your age. We are going to ask the user now for their age. So, basically, when we get user input from the keyboard, we need to actually check if it's a valid integer. So what we can do is, we can do try, except value error, print, that's not a valid age. So this is essentially a try-catch statement. We're going to try some code in here, and if an error occurs, instead of having the program crash, we execute what's in this bit of code, and then carry on. If the code in the try statement executes with no errors, we never execute the code in the except, and we just carry on. So what we can do is we can put some code in the try to attempt to convert the input to an integer, and if it works, that means it's a valid int, otherwise it gets a little error, and we can just print to the user that's not a valid age. So what we can do is we're going to create a new variable called age, then we're going to do equals int input bracket. So inside our int, we've basically got int and then brackets around the input function. And we're going to get the input, and then we're going to try and convert it to an int. And if that's successful, then it's stored in this age variable. Otherwise, the error is thrown and we execute this. After that, we're then going to do print UR plus str age plus years old. You might be thinking, Max, isn't it a bit pointless to validate the age just so you can then print it out? And you would be correct. However, what if you want to do something else with that age? What if you want to add some numbers together, multiply some numbers, subtract some numbers? There's a lot you might want to do with the age. So I've shown you how you can get it and make sure it's an integer, and then you can do whatever you want. But to print it out, we can do print UR plus str age. We need to convert the int back to a string, well, before we print it. So we can do str bracket age bracket. Then we do plus, then we do years old. That's it for the tutorial. Save your work and hit play. Let's enter a name. Let's do Max. And now let's enter an age of 69 because we're mature adults. And it says you are 69 years old. That's good. Let's now try it, but we input an invalid age. So let's do Maxo Diddly. And it says thanks Maxo Diddly. Let's put in a 5. That's not a valid age, because we typed 5 as opposed to entering it as an integer. So, thanks for being a great audience, be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Python tutorials. Thanks for watching.